ask, what are the most critical management aspects for a beekeeper to understand to become successful? What would you say were the most critical things that a beekeeper should know to be successful?
We're talking about bees, so we need to understand what a bee's needs are.
Yeah,
Um, Bees require a dry space to live.
they do.
They require an environment that they have the opportunity to control the temperature in.
Hmm.
Therefore, our equipment must be accordingly stable, sound, and shouldn't come out of the back of a junkyard.
That's true.
We,
That's true.
our bees need dry space.
That's right.
Our bees need to be in a sunny location to help them stay warm, to encourage them to get out and go to work.
Well, and that makes them healthier. So then understanding the health requirements of your bees, understanding what their nutritional requirements are, what and when. When do we need to feed and what do we need to feed? Understanding the honey syrup ratios, 1 to 1, 2 to 1, and when we do that. Getting a very clear understanding of the protein needs of a colony and that syrup need. Um, Basically, their nutritional requirements.
Understanding the value of requeening and being
Huge.
able
Yeah.
to rationalize whether that's for you or not for you,
Hmm.
but understanding what good can come from it as opposed to
Hmm.
just leaving a queen there.
Hmm.
I think that's a very important aspect of beekeeping that uh, some unsuccessful beekeepers lack the full understanding of.
Right. And I think probably learning how to do splits. I will say a lot of new beekeepers are intimidated by learning how to do a split because it's, I mean, let's face it, that's real colony manipulation. You're going in and you're rearranging the house, and they're intimidated by that. And so they may put that off, and in putting that off, it causes a swarm. So learning and understanding really the simplicity of a split, because splits are really easy once you've done it
Well, once you've done it,
once.
but to accomplish a successful split, uh, basic bee biology needs to be understood.
So true. So
So
true.
if you have an understanding of the basics of bee biology, then you know what you're looking for. You understand what's correct, what's
Hmm.
incorrect, what's right, what's wrong, what's in order, how to manipulate a brood nest without disrupting the brood nest. You actually know what your goals are, what your time commitment is to accomplish this,
Right.
where we're going, what the purpose is.
Isn't that funny that you said time commitment? Because bee biology absolutely teaches us our commitment or restraints. Maybe I'm going to rephrase that. If you know that you've got 16 days from the time that a queen egg cell has been starting to develop till she emerges, that's a big deal. That's your time frame, and you've got to really know what's your responsibility in that time frame. So bee biology, and I remember early on thinking that was a very intimidating, I'd say the B word was so intimidating, because biology in school, when I learned biology in school, it was it was really not the most fun topic to be involved in for me. But bee biology for bees is so fun. It is so fun. We absolutely are not on the same page as we are in bees as we were in school. Totally different.
It's a topic that's very important. It's part of our management tool chest that we have to have understanding bee biology. There's so many aspects. The control of pest and disease.
Oh wow,
Um,
huge. That's huge too.
we should start every conversation of honeybees off with varroa mite management. And by management, we're
Right,
not talking about increasing their populations. We're obviously trying to control their
right.
populations, learning how to do that, learning what your options are.
Mhm.
And there are always options.
Learning who you are as a beekeeper. We say that all the time in that varroa management, because you've got to decide, are you going to be one that's going to go in at all things? I'm going to make sure that varroa isn't going to be in my colony no matter what I've got to do, or are you going to go on more on the natural end of it? If so, that's going to be a little more management skills on your part. Then it's doable, totally doable, with good colony genetic and queens and good management of your colony. But you've got to decide who you are as a beekeeper and know where that direction is going to take you.
I think you can kind of sum it up to some degree. by, you mentioned learning who you are as a beekeeper, and that can vary in your beekeeping time frame or your beekeeping career. But an important aspect of that is to know why you're keeping bees.
Yeah.
Is it your goal to raise bees? Is it your goal to raise honey?
Honey.
Sometimes the two conflict with each
They
other.
can.
So you need to know where your focus is,
Mhm.
or are you willing to accept whatever happens?
Yeah.
You're doing both.
Right.
And that's fine. That's what a typical hobby beekeeper would do.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, it's quite likely that you may want to do something with those splits you had to make to control the population of your,
Right.
or the size of your apiary. You may want to increase honey production.
Yeah.
But if you continue to make splits, your honey production may very well suffer if you don't have the management tools to know when and where you can do what. So they're all important aspects
so
of
learning who you
management.
are, what you want to do with your bees. Good question to ask yourself.